Right. With that said, let's talk about India, South Africa, Shri. I know Hardik Pandya is rested, but how many changes or experiments will they make so close to the World Cup, or will they not?
I think in the T20 format, you won't see too much. I think we'll see Arshdeep playing 3 games,
Right.
probably in the absence of Bhuvneshwar Kumar. I think
Hmm.
Bumrah will play all the games to get his rhythm back. And since Hardik is not there, that's a huge void for the Indian team. So probably Rishabh will get a few games, and we'll have to see because I'm not sure if we have an all-rounder of Hardik's caliber. Deepak Huda also not being fit. He has been replaced by Ravi Bishnoi, if I'm not mistaken, and Mohammad Shami is not in the team as well. So I think that will leave with India, leave India with something to ponder in terms of having that luxury of a player of the caliber of Hardik Pandya not in the team. So I think they will go with giving Rishabh a couple of chances, which means we'll go in with only with 5 bowlers.
Hmm.
It
Hmm.
remains to be seen that the decision which the think tank will take, but that will be very interesting tomorrow night.
It will be. And you guys can catch the live blog on cricket.com. It'll be something sensational as ever. Now, wonder about one individual in terms of Rishabh Pant. We had, of course, a player in focus episode, which sold beautifully, by the way, Shri, thanks to your insights. Speaking of him, how does he come back into the 11? Because right now, by the looks of things down under, he's been marketed on all the hoardings heading into the World Cup, and he's the face and he's the generational talent. But for some reason, he doesn't find himself in the 11. Why is that?
I think there is still some time from now to the World Cup.
Okay.
So I'm still not uh, counting him out or writing him off for the World Cup. Obviously, he's face of the World Cup. He's the poster boy of this World Cup, and let's wait and watch. I'm not making any comments. Like I said earlier on cricket.com, Australia is Rishabh Pant's backyard. We love playing in that country, and he always says his best in Australia. So let's wait and watch. I'll be very keen to see what goes in the South Africa T20 series.
Yeah, I mean, he does special things in Australia. I think you've highlighted that definitely importantly as well. Lastly, just looking at India's series against Australia and looking ahead to South Africa, that death bowling issue keeps popping up. Every commentator is asking Rohit Sharma this question at the post-match presentation, and rightly so. How do they address that? Because I know Bhuvi's been off color a couple of games, and Arshdeep was rested. Bumrah, the last game, what, none for 50s, worst figures, and I know it's just one game. But how do India address this issue of death bowling? Do they go for personnel? Do they choose 16, 17, 18? We have him no matter what. How do they kind of chop and change, Sri?
Bumrah's figures are an aberration, aren't they?
It is. It is. Absolutely.
So then I think there are two big advantages of playing South Africa now,
Yeah.
is before the World Cup. One obviously is that they are in the same group as ours, so
Correct.
you're getting to play them twice or thrice. If I'm not mistaken, we are playing them at Perth, in Perth, if I'm not mistaken. So playing them thrice will give us a lot of insights, and it's vice versa, isn't it? Even they will know about us. And two, to sort out and see how good Arshdeep Singh is going to be against the big South African hitters in the death overs. So you already have Bumrah, you're sorted, and Bhuvi is someone I would still bank upon, irrespective of his form. I would start with Bhuvi even in the World T20, uh, despite his recent performances in the death overs. And also the other advantage is to give few more games to Arshal Patel. For someone to come back from injury and be in the same rhythm as they were before the injury is asking for too much. I thought he bowled an excellent last over against Australia at Hyderabad. So that should give him a lot of confidence. And 3 more games against South Africa will, I think, help Arshal regain that lost touch. So there's so many advantages, and also maybe work on a little bit being more consistent in the catching department. So these are the things that India will be looking to do well in the South Africa series.
Okay. Like I said before, you can catch it all on cricket.com. Quick prediction before we let Shri go here. South Africa, by the way, have never lost a T20 international series on Indian soil. So just throwing it there. 3 games. How do you see it all unfold? 2-1 India, 3-0 India, 2-1 South Africa, dare I say?
I think it's time for a new result in India versus South Africa. Series is played in India. So that is my prediction.
Okay, he's going for an India win. He's not giving me the scoreline, but we love it that way, Shri. Thank you so much for your time. It's great to catch you up again, and there's more to come from Shri, like I said. So subscribe, hit the bell icon, and what are you waiting for? Download the cricket.com app